Welcome to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank you so much for stopping by today. The subject of my vlog today is how much financial support should I give my Filipina wife or girlfriend living in the Philippines? But before we get started, let me welcome my new viewers and new subscribers. Thank you so much for your kindness, your generosity, and your support of my channel. It's truly been amazing. We just went over 26,000. And I tell you what, whatever is happening, man, I just wish it keeps happening. I'm really blown away, and I never take this for granted, man. As long as my videos are relevant and helping people and entertaining them or whatever people are getting out of my videos, I'm going to keep doing them. But I had a live stream last week, and the subject got kind of chippy a little bit when people start talking about how much money they send their Filipino wife or girlfriend over here. One gentleman says, "Hey, I'm sending her $1,000 US every month," and guys flipped out about that. First of all, let me put this disclaimer out there that you're grown men, you can do whatever you want to do with your money. Every situation is different. Some of us are married, some of us have children, and then some of us are just damn fools. Let's just be honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But either way it goes, there's some rules really that you should take a look at, learn, try to apply when it comes to helping your Filipino wife or situation over here. We're just going to kind of start the conversation like I always do and just kind of touch on some things that you probably aren't aware of or you should be aware of. Now, as long as there's been online dating in Filipinas, there's going to be men who think it's their responsibility to come in and save the Filipina damsels in distress. We put on that cape and we want to be the hero and come in and save the day. But I'm here to tell you, man, throw away that cape. And Filipinos don't need saving. There's some things that I've learned over my 12 years on and off. One is, this is a peso economy. And when you're pouring dollars into a peso economy, it can get ridiculous because we don't understand the value of the peso. So the first rule I'm going to kind of talk to you about is, and this is going to help you to determine how much money should I send her or give her. It's the 1 peso to $1 rule. Now, when I'm talking about the exchange rate, what I'm talking about is the degree of difficulty for the average Filipina to come up with 1 peso and the degree of difficulty that it takes the average American to come up with $1. And the higher the figure, the more relevant this becomes. So say, for instance, if you give a Filipina 50,000 pesos, which is a lot of money over here. I'm talking about the typical Filipino, and you give her 50,000 all at one time. The degree of difficulty is equal to someone in America trying to come up with 50,000 US. It's very hard for them to do. It's difficult. So all you have to do is say, okay, if I give a Filipina 10,000 pesos a month, it's like giving somebody in my country $10,000 a month. That'll give you an idea of how much money you're giving. This is a peso economy. It's not a dollar economy. And that's the thinking that we bring into the equation. The dollar, when they're dealing with the peso over here. See, $1,000 is just $1,000 in your pocket. You give $1,000 to a Filipina, and it's much, much more than that. So yeah, always keep in mind 1 peso to $1. When I'm talking about the exchange rate, we're talking about the degree of difficulty in accumulating that amount. The higher you go, the more relevant. 1,000,000 pesos that I pay for my house, the typical Filipina, to come up with 1,000,000 pesos in her hand, it's equivalent to the average American trying to come up with $1 million at one time. All right, guys, so keep that in mind when you're sending money over here. Because a lot of times, we're wasting money sending it over here. If somebody sent me, and I was talking to my buddy Sal from Chicago yesterday, and we were talking about this same thing. I was trying to explain it to him. And I said, if somebody were giving me $50,000 US a month, I'd have a diamond in the back, sun rooftop, digging in the scene with a gangster lean. I'd be doing some stupid shit over here, man. And that's what you're going to do when you give a Filipina $1,000 US every single month. She's going to waste it, man. You're going to have to manage the money. Let her spend it, but you manage it. And that's what this video is about. Just trying to help you get an idea of how much money should you give her. What is considered a lot of money over here? Because a lot of us don't know. And it's okay not to know. Another thing I want you to sort of keep in mind is don't give out a sympathy. Because they play on that. They know how kind-hearted and generous Westerners are. And they'll always be able to come up with a story. That's what Sal was talking about. He said, Calvin, you ought to do a video on that. I said, well, I don't really have an experience on that. I try to talk about things I have experience with. But he was telling me all the stories that he's heard. And that's what happens if you give out a sympathy. Remember that Filipinos are tough as nails. They can take care of themselves. They were taking care of themselves long before you ever met them. And when you give out a sympathy, and when you give too much money and you don't really know the rules, you're setting yourself up for those scammers out there who are looking to earn a few dollars. Let's just face it. It's a game to some people, and it's a lucrative game. So you really have to be careful. Something else that I want to talk about. Don't give more than you can afford. You have to live too. Stop trying to impress these women. You can't impress them. The only way you're going to impress a Filipino, really, this is my boots on the ground experience, is this. When you come over here, you see them mountains where my son lives. If your girlfriend lives there, you go up there. You go up that mountain, either on a motorcycle or you walk up there. You show up there and you kick it with the family for a whole day. You eat the food, you just socialize with them. That's how you impress a woman. You're not going to impress her with money because she can't miss what she's never had. That type of money don't impress her. And you got to live, guys. You start giving her more money, then what about your bills at home? That's something to think about. Something else to think about is we have to stop trying to put these young ladies in layaway and reserve and stop trying to buy them. Because if you watch a video I did earlier, it's first come, first serve. And if the Filipina doesn't feel a spark, if she really doesn't, if she's not really into you, you're just going to keep pouring money, throwing it out the window. You can't buy her. You're only going to know what you got when you get over here. You can spend as much money as you can, but if you get over here and she's not into you, I'm sorry, man, you're going to lose out. And you've already put all that money out there. The unspoken agreement is real, guys. And most Filipinos know about it. So if you've never met the woman before, especially, be real cautious. Be real, conservative with this money. Because this is a peso economy over here. It's nothing like the dollar economy. And you can corrupt a young lady over here. You can really do more damage than good by sending her all that money. Under no circumstances should a Filipina need $1,000 a month. Under no circumstances. The average salary over here is 12,500 pesos a month, which is a very, very good job over here. Now imagine you're going to give her 4 times that. That's more money. And by the way, she's doing nothing for it. You're just sending it to her for support. You're not working for it. You'd have to have a damn good job and work your tail off on that damn good job for many, many, many years to ever come anywhere near that 50,000 pesos a month that you're sending. You're just sending it to her like that with no real effort on her part, man. That does a lot of damage. Imagine I've got a police friend over here that's been on the force for damn near 30 years, a policeman. Guys, he makes very little. I don't even know if he earns 50,000 a month. And he's been on a damn near 30 years, a policeman, fighting crime, the bad guys, drug dealers, doing disaster relief, all of that. And he doesn't even get 50,000. So that kind of puts it a little bit in perspective. But yeah, stop trying to buy these women because you can't do it. You're going to do more harm than good. This is just a short video. You know, you can never talk about this enough. Because as long as there's online dating, as long as there's Filipinas, there's going to be men who want to come in and save the day, who want to come in and rescue the Filipinas, the Filipina damsels in distress. I'm telling you now to throw off that cape. Get rid of it. Filipinas don't need saving. They're tough as nails. They can take care of themselves. If you want to help them, fine. Because every situation is different. But for you to send a woman 1,000 pesos every month, you're wasting money. She doesn't need that kind of money to live and to sustain herself. Another way that you could figure it out is take your income that you earn in America. This is similar to what that dollar to dollar. Say, for instance, if you're earning $5,000 a month, then you send her 5,000 pesos a month. If you're earning 2,000 a month, you send her 2,000 a month. It's real simple, isn't it, guys? This isn't the West. This isn't America. This isn't England and London and all those places. And I can't seem to get through to people with that. Rock told me last night, he said, Calvin, them guys ain't listening to you. And he's right. You know, who wants to listen to a 58-year-old black man from Kentucky? But I told Rock, I said, man, if I could just get through to one guy and kind of let him see that the Philippines is a unicorn. Because a lot of the guys who watch my channel have never been here before. They have no idea what they're dealing with. They just see a pretty woman on the other side. You got to do the taste, touch, and smell test, guys. If you can't taste it, touch it, and smell it, it's not real. It's an illusion. And you're going to end up spending a lot more money than you have to. My girlfriend, very intelligent, very capable, has a good job. Now, in January of every month, she earns about 30,000 pesos, okay? But the rest of those months, more than likely, something like 7,000 pesos per month. Imagine if I was sending her 1,000 US dollars, 50,000 pesos every month. She'd probably quit her job. Okay, and then what happens if our relationship doesn't work out? Now, she doesn't have a job because it's hard to get a job here, by the way. Again, I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your money. I just want to kind of give you an idea of what the dollar is really like over here. What's considered a lot of money over here. 50,000 pesos a month is considered a lot of money. When 190,000 pesos a month, you're considered rich by Filipino standards. 50,000 a month, which is 25% of that, man, you're way up there. You're up there with the doctors and some lawyers, because a lawyer over here doesn't cost that much. Consultation is like 1,200 pesos or something like that. That's about $30. So yeah, guys, let's keep some of this stuff in mind. Don't ever give out a sympathy. There's always a story. Remember the 1-to-1 peso to dollar ratio, not the exchange rate. We're talking about the degree of difficulty of her coming up with a peso is the same as you coming up with a dollar. And the higher the amount, the more relevant this is. Giving a Filipino 50,000, for her to go out and just get 50,000 all at once, it's the same degree of difficulty as it would take you to go out and get 50,000 US dollars all at once. It's extremely hard. That will help save you a lot of money. 1,000,000 pesos, same as you trying to go out and get $1 million. The likelihood of you coming up with $1 million, it's going to be just as hard. That's lifetime money over here. Same as $1 million is in America. Stop trying to buy these women. Put them in layaway and put them on reserve. You can't do it. First come, first serve. And if the Filipina doesn't feel that spark, if she's not really into you, doesn't matter how much money you get. You're just going to be pissing in the wind, guys. It's real simple. Stop trying to save the Filipina. She doesn't need saving. She's tough as nails. She can take care of herself. And she's been taking care of herself long before she ever met you. Don't give more than you can afford. You got to live too. Stop trying to impress the Filipina. She's not going to be impressed with your money. That's seen as arrogance. They don't like that. She thinks you're looking down on her. You want to impress her, go up in the mountain, go in the province, go in the squatters area, kick it with the family, eat the food, sing a few songs on karaoke. She'll melt in your hand. I'm telling you from experience. So thank you so much for stopping by today. This is a subject that we could talk about every single day. It's very important because you're going to be giving money away. You want to do some good, though. You don't want to waste your hard-earned money, and you don't want to corrupt the young ladies over here. You want to keep the level playing field or get up to the level playing field. And one way to do it is to know how much your money is worth over here. So if you're in America, thank you so much for stopping by. I don't know what time I'm going to upload this. I'm in Bacolod City right now. I want to give a shout out to Rock Harmon and his beautiful wife, Diane. They asked me to be the godfather, one of the godfathers for their son's christening. Dre Aiden. This guy looks just like Rock. They put up in a hotel. They had Rock laid it out at this christening. I told him, man, it's so nice. You need to have another baby, man, and invite me back again. He had the buffet, the magician, the live music, the swimming pool. He had it all, man. It was really, really nice. And thank you, brother. And he gave me 2 shirts that he bought with him from Korea, American-sized shirts. But if you're in America, I don't care if you're going to bed or if you're getting up. If you see somebody out in the street struggling, please help them. If you're in the Philippines, I don't know what time I'm going to upload this, but it's about 8 a.m. in the morning. We got the whole rest of the day to find somebody to help. There's no excuse not to help somebody over here. There's not a day goes by that I don't help somebody over here. I don't do it to get a pat on the back. I was raised in a family that we were taught love and compassion for other people. Somebody helped me, man. It's the reason I'm sitting here today. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. Take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time.